everybody, thanks for tuning into this episode. We are still in Dubai at the Intersect 2023 with Jürgen from Job, and we're going to talk about all the little bulbs and all of the sprinklers are manufactured by one manufacturer. This is the guy. Jürgen, how's it going today?
I'm pretty good, thank you.
I've been trying to line up a podcast with you guys for a little while through people, so maybe the message wasn't getting through. Super happy to be able to finally record with you guys, and we're going to talk a little bit about probably a component on the sprinkler system that's probably the most overlooked, and that's the fusible element, the frangible bulb that's installed on the sprinkler. You guys manufacture those things. Where are you guys based out of?
We are out of Germany. We are based in Ahrensburg, that is close to Hamburg in the northern part of Germany.
How long has Job been manufacturing frangible bulbs?
I mean, Job was founded in 1971 by Mr. Edward Job. And since then we make the glass bulbs, we improve the glass bulbs. We invented the fast response glass bulbs for fast response application.
So you guys were actually the creator of the fast response sprinkler?
Yeah, more or less, yeah. Of
awesome.
the fast response sprinkler with the glass bulb.
Right, yeah. Okay. So is this all that you guys do? You guys don't do any of the solder, link, and lever? You guys stick with the frangible bulbs?
We base everything on the glass bulb technology.
Yep.
We have different sizes, of course. We started with 8 millimeter.
Yep.
That's a bigger size for standard response at the beginning. And now we are down to 1.5 millimeter. That's for difficult to see, but that's for water mist applications mainly.
Right.
So they are ultra fast, they're very fast. But the main products for sprinkler applications are the 5 millimeter, the standard response, and the 3 millimeter for fast response.
And you guys are the manufacturer. You guys go through everybody, Reliable, JCI, Viking, Victolic. Everybody buys their
more
stuff.
or less every sprinkler manufacturer uses our glass bulbs.
Is there any? Do you guys have any competition, or you guys are the guys?
There is some competition, but
You wouldn't call them competition?
It's no. It's some. In German we would say Mitbewerber, but it's
I don't know what that means. It sounds funny though. So, what's your role in Job?
my current role at Job is I'm the Chief Marketing and Sales Officer.
Okay.
I started at Job now 27 years ago.
Okay.
As an R&D engineer.
Okay.
And then I came into sales, and this is what I'm doing for the last years.
And what do you think of Dubai, and what do you think of the Intersect conference so far?
It's a great show. It's a show for the lot of Asian or Middle East people are here. So you meet all the friends out of the industry. Yeah. And that's a good opportunity. There are not that many big shows in the eastern part. There's the China Fire. It takes place every second year, the big show.
Okay.
And then we have the Intersect, and in Germany we have the Interschutz, but that's only every 5 years.
Yeah, every 5 years. That was in the year that just passed, correct?
That was last year, yeah.
Yeah, and I think just because of the timing, it came right after NFPA. That was in Boston.
The timing was not that good this time.
It was terrible.
Yes.
I wanted to come. People were telling me at NFPA, you should come to Interschutz, and when I looked when it was, if I would have went to Interschutz, I probably still wouldn't be married. Leave for a week, go to Boston, and then immediately go to Germany.
Yeah, but that's the way we did it, so it's
awesome. So you guys have all the quick response, the standard response. You guys have now come out with this new electronically activated bulb. How does this work?
This is the latest version. I mean, everything is getting smart and electrically.
Yep.
So we thought, why not the sprinkler industry? Also, it's a very conservative industry, and it takes long to implement new things.
Yep.
But we started doing it. So this is the version of an electric activated sprinkler. We call it two-way activation.
Okay.
So you have always the backup function of the heat sensitive activation, so it always activates by heat, but you can also apply current to it, so connect it to a panel. They have a smoke detector, flame detector, or a push button to activate it.
Okay.
If you do not have electricity, then you still have the heat.
Still have the heat element.
And you can monitor which sprinkler is operated. If a sprinkler operated by heat, you can monitor it if each sprinkler has an address, which sprinkler is operated. So the fire brigade knows exactly where to go or which room to go.
Which is incredible, because what this does is creates takes your sprinkler system and turns it into a complete fire alarm panel.
Yeah.
So that you can tell exactly, instead of it being a zone 1, zone 2, zone 3.
We can exactly tell you this is
I
this
know
room,
exactly which room.
This position. Yeah.
I didn't even think about that application when we were talking about it originally, but that's phenomenal. Did you guys also develop the technology behind activating the sprinkler itself? So
no, we work together with partners, with other companies. We concentrate on the glass. That is what we are experts in, what we know how to do it.
Yep.
But all the detection, the fire panels, that we do with partners or with our customers.
Okay, so the fire panel manufacturer would say, if this sprinkler needs to activate, these sprinklers around it need to activate, creating a remote area.
I mean, you can, sure, of course. Yeah. I mean, you also can, if one sprinkler operates and you decide that you want to have the surrounding sprinklers also to operate,
right? That's
possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Kind of create a surround and drown situation for the fire. So, what kind of technology is into the bulb? Because I can see it looks like there's little markings on the bulb.
It's electrically coated.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a secret how to do it.
Sure, absolutely. You're not going to tell everybody else how to do it?
No, we coat it electrically. We have a certain resistance on the glass bulb.
Okay.
And if you apply current, it heats up. If you have a resistance, like the back window of the rear window of the car.
Yeah, the defrost. Yep.
And it heats up and operates. And it takes only about 2 seconds to operate. So it's also very quick.
Awesome. Well, let's check this out and let's see. And then this will be where we cut into the actual activation of it.
Yeah.
So let's check that out. Do you want to do it here, or do we have to do it
No, we can do it here. I mean, we have to cover it because the glass bulb will spread around.
Yep.
So we connect it.
Okay, so walk me through what we're doing here now.
No, we simply have connected this to a box. That's a demo box.
Okay.
But it's similar to an I/O box that you have close to the sprinkler.
Yep.
So where you can monitor the sprinkler.
Yep.
That their function. For that reason, it doesn't say burn at the moment.
Yep.
Only say on.
Yep.
So if I press a button, it heats up and operates. And afterwards, it says a burn because there's no contact anymore.
Right. So once the sprinkler activates, it'll say burn.
Yeah. It should. That's the idea behind it.
That's the
Shut us out or?
Absolutely. Okay, let it rock.
You see, its power is getting. It operates.
Awesome.
And the water can come out.
Absolutely.
If it's installed.
And then, so what you're getting at with this is you're immediately getting the room cooling, what you want with fire protection. Is this, no, they wouldn't have the application for double interlock or anything like that, but a great demonstration. I look forward to seeing these and sprinklers coming all over.
They will come, and as you've seen, they are quick. It's less than 2 seconds, or what about this?
Yep.
If you have a normal sprinkler at the ceiling with 155° F, it takes some time until the heat is at the top.
Yeah.
So it can take a minute or 2 minutes until the heat is really at the top. And if you detect the smoke in the fire, the smoke is much faster to detect than the heat. Yeah. And that's the idea. You detect the smoke, activate it.
The only negative that I can possibly see from this application is going to be, we've been fighting for years to get over the smoke sets off sprinklers. This application is going to bring that back into fruition.
It's not only smoke. You can have only heat detected. It's not necessarily only smoke.
Right. Yeah.
You can have different. And you can program it that it has to be 2 sensors. So you have the heat sensors and the smoke. And only if 2 sensors are changing, then it will activate.
Yep. So like a 2-stage activation.
Something like this.
Awesome.
What this glass bulb? We use also in our mini fire extinguisher.
Okay.
We can show you here. That's the same.
Sure.
Same technology.
Okay.
The same glass bulb. That's a miniature fire extinguisher with the extinguishing liquid inside. And you have the release panel. You can see the coating on the glass bulb.
Yes.
It's probably difficult to say. If you apply current to it, the glass bulb activates and the fire can be extinguished.
So what would this be? What would the application be for this?
The application is to protect cabinets to a certain size.
Absolutely.
I mean, we have different sizes of these cylinders, up to about 1 cubic meter or 3 cubic inch protecting area.
Phenomenal.
So that is simply to replace it, put it in.
Yeah.
Without any connections. You don't need it. You can only activate it also by heat.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very easy to install in existing units.
So you could also use that bulb in this activation as an activation for a flow switch as well, in a self-contained.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
You could use this. The cylinder activates once it senses the no resistance anymore.
Yeah.
You have a flow. You know there's activation.
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Jürgen, thanks for coming on the podcast and thanks for explaining the new product.
Thank you.
This episode of the Fire Sprinkler Podcast is brought to you by the Laying It Down for Camp Bucko fundraiser being put on by the Fire Sprinkler Podcast. With local partners Wallace Kent Sprinkler, Troy Life and Fire Safety, Greater Toronto Fire Protection, Lamsar, and Joseph Hullage, with major provider of the fire hoses being brought to you by the Toronto Community Housing, we are well over the 63 kilometers required to break the world record. We're putting off the world record attempt until spring to allow for more donations to come in. www.firesprinklerpodcast.com for more information on how you can donate. Camp Bucko is the burn camp for kids of Ontario. It's open to burn survivors between the ages of 7 and 17. The camp has grown to over 70 children attending the week-long camp in August. There's no fee to attend Camp Bucko, and we'd like to keep it that way. Hoses are $20 a length to sponsor right now. All proceeds going to Camp Bucko. Thanks for your support.